your goal. And as you all know, a goal is essentially those things you worked on why before you pass on in life. I mean, there are those things that people are going to remember you for when you're no longer there. So you must consider, you must see a goal, you must see your goal as your North Star. It is not something you want to hurriedly move into or hurriedly venture into and choose and say, yes, this is my goal. Because a goal gives your life the purpose, it makes your life meaningful. You know, at times we see successful people in life, and those successful people, what we don't really think about is that they have already created a vision board for themselves, and they have already set aside, you know, some certain amount of time that they visualize. I mean, I call it a mind movie. So they visualize their mind movie. They set aside this certain amount of time that they think about different modus operandi that can help them to achieve whatever they've called their goal. And remember, a goal gives your life a purpose. It guides your step. It makes your life so meaningful. So it is something you want to carefully consider, you know, certain factors that can help you choose a goal. Is something that you don't want to make mistake, because you don't want to regret in the nearest future, you know, about whatever you have chosen as your goal. And the second point I'm going to be sharing with you guys this evening is, what is your purpose of calling it a goal? I mean, before you choose a goal, you must have a purpose, you must have a reason. You don't just want to choose a goal because, oh, my friends are, you know, working on something, so I should have a goal. No, there must be a reason why you have titled this certain thing a goal, right? Is it because of happiness? Is it because of money? Is it because of firm power? Is it because, you know, you actually want to conform to societal pressure, or are you conforming to peer pressure? Now, these are factors you have to consider before you title something a goal. You have to consider all those things, because remember, you don't want to make mistake on choosing a goal. You don't want to, you know, venture your time into something that is not meaningful. So if actually you are titling something a goal because you're actually conforming to societal pressure or conforming to peer pressure, and I bet you have to go back and have a rethink and reevaluate whatever you have titled as your goal. So the third point I am going to be bringing to you guys is, how organized is your life? I mean, you cannot just say, I have this as my goal. If your life is not organized, your life has to be organized. You have to organize your dreams, you have to organize your thoughts, your vision, your goal. You have to organize everything about you before you start working on whatever you've titled as your goal, or venturing into, you know, something that is actually going to last for the rest of your life, or something that you are going to be proud of in the future. So there must, you know, there should be that articulated reasoning. There should be this purpose. There should be, you know, what organization you need. There should be that, you know, tactful organization working in you already before you title something a goal. So remember, like I said, you have to organize your thoughts, your ideas, your vision before you title something a goal, you know, because you want to be working on something reasonable and not something you want to regret in the nearest future. And the fourth point I am going to be sharing is elimination of distraction. I mean, when it comes to this point, honestly, I tell people you just have to eliminate whatever you see. I call it distractor. Whatever you see as a distractor, you have to eliminate. And when I say eliminate, you set them aside, you know, whenever you think you're working on something, whenever you think you're working on whatever you've titled as your goal, you have to set aside a time, a particular time, you know, a specific time you're working on something. Just those things you consider as distractions have to be out of your way. And at times your friends or your peers might not be, you know, happy about this, but remember that is not the point. The point is your goal. The point is what Your point is what you want people to remember you for, and which is that goal, that thing that makes you happy, remember. So that is what you have to consider, and not people who are not going to be satisfied. And I always tell people, remember, you cannot satisfy everybody. You can satisfy people who wants to be satisfied, you know. So you don't want to consider all those things that are going to get you distracted, things that has to be out of your way. So eliminate distractions. Once you've started working on your goal, think about, putting on silent your phone, or turning off your notification, anything, social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You have to turn off all those notifications, because of course, I know this, it happens to me. We all get distracted with our phones. Whenever I start working on anything I'm working on, I have to switch all those notifications off, and I have to, give my friends that space, because I want to concentrate. I want to stay focused. And so, staying focused, in order to stay focused, of course, you have to eliminate distractions. And the fifth point I am going to be sharing is reflection. Reflection helps us a lot. I mean, successful people reflect on negative events in their life and reflect on positive events. I tell people, you have to reflect on both. You have to reflect on the positive and the negative, because you want to balance the two. Reflecting on the positive events that happens in your life motivates you, because you look at those things, you get happy, and you want to do more. So reflecting on the positive events that happen in your life is very effective when it comes to staying focused and working on your goal. So you give yourself some certain amount of time to do this reflection. It could be in the morning, it could be at night, it could be any time of the day when you can concentrate and talk to yourself and be like, yes, I did this, so I have to keep doing it. I have to do more. And when it comes to reflecting on the negative events, you're not reflecting on the negative events because you want to whine. You don't have to whine, because when you whine about something that is negative in your life, or why is it that I couldn't make it positive, why is it that I couldn't achieve it, then that discourages you from keep working on whatever you're working on. I mean, you can work a whole 1,000 times and getting successful at the last one you've been able to try. So you don't have to give up. Reflecting on the negative events helps you to stay away from the mistake you previously made. So that is why I tell people, balance the two. Reflect on the positive and reflect on the negative. Right? So, and the sixth point I am going to be sharing is being honest. I mean, you want to be honest. You want to be brutally honest with yourself, because that helps you to stay focused. If you're the only one who knows what you're capable of doing and what you're not capable of doing, you're the only one who knows, like, I choose a goal, I am capable of working on this goal, I am capable of putting in everything, my resources, my time, everything I have in me, putting in all that it requires to achieve and make this goal a remarkable one. So being brutally honest to yourself is very, very important. I mean, honesty helps. I mean, it helps us to. It's not, to me, honesty is not just about telling the truth, or to me it sharpens our perception. It sharpens our perception and helps us to observe everything with clarity. So honesty, once you observe things with clarity and you started working on those things, it will definitely help you to stay focused, and it reduces the stress of thinking about your weaknesses and your flaws. So honesty definitely helps us to concentrate and stay focused in life. And the seventh point I am going to be sharing is confidence. Oh, I love this point so much. Confidence. I mean, when it comes to confidence, you have to be strong. You have to tell yourself, like, I am confident in doing this. I am confident because I know I'm definitely going to achieve this. So I see confidence as a key factor to legendary success. And once you don't have enough confidence, or once you've not developed enough confidence within yourself, then You've not started, staying focused. You've not started working on a goal. You have to be confident in yourself, and because confidence allows you to ask questions, it allows you to research on what you really want to be clear about. It helps you to talk to yourself, like whatever people are seeing as a downfall, you are seen as a stepping stone, and you're seen as, oh, this is an open door actually for me to achieve a remarkable goal. Because it to me, I see it as a positive energy. It gives you're already on the positive side, and you're so brave. I see it as an inner bravery. You're so brave within you that whatever you have set as a goal, definitely you are going to achieve it. And once you have developed that confidence, you are definitely going to make it a remarkable goal. And the last point I'm going to be sharing is getting enough sleep. Getting enough sleep. Sleep is very, very important. And I know that most of us, lack in the sleeping department. Don't get it twisted. Of course, most of us lack in the sleeping department. And when I say that, I mean most of us want to work when we're supposed to sleep. It's either we are not meeting up with something. It's either we are, I need to submit this. This is the deadline. No, you have to give yourself time to sleep. At least you get your 7 hours to 8 hours sleep in a day, because sleeping helps your memory. It helps you to stay concentrated. It helps you to stay focused. It helps you to achieve a remarkable goal. Sleep helps us to refresh, to understand what you're working on. There was a time I tried, not to sleep for 24 hours, and I couldn't understand. I couldn't focus. I didn't know what I was doing. I was working, but I don't know what I was working on. I was totally disorganized that day, and that was when I knew that sleeping matters a lot in our life. Getting enough sleep, and to me, I call it a natural medicine, because once you do everything, you go all through, go through all your daily activities, and you're back home, you want to sleep. You want to get that natural medicine. You want to refresh your brain. You want your long-term memory and your short-term memory to be intact, because sleeping, supports this memory. It helps us to stay concentrated,